Right, shifting focus, the Karnataka Student Union on Monday organized a massive protest outside the AG's office against the alleged saffronization of NCERT textbooks. This is in Thrivunanthapuram. The police resorted to lathi charge and used water cannons to disperse the crowd. Ever since the union government, remember, introduced the changes to the NCERT books, there has been serious protests which have been witnessed in the state of Kerala. The Chief Minister of the state, Kerala Chief Minister Vijayan, has slammed the Modi government by calling these changes, quote-unquote, an attempt to rewrite history and mask it with lies. And in fact, the dramatic visuals of the protests are also playing on the right side of your screens. The police resorted to using water cannons against students. My colleague Vivek is on the phone line with us. Vivek, take us through these dramatic visuals of protests which took place outside the AG's office. I believe these were students who were protesting against the changes which have been made in NCERT textbooks.
These are the students, especially the student wing of the Congress, the KSU, who have been protesting outside the Secretariat against the changes that's been made in the NCERT textbooks, where certain portions of the history is being changed. And also certain portions of the freedom struggle are also being removed. They say that this is nothing but the alleged saffronization of education, especially of higher education. Now, the protest began right from the Martyr Square and it ended near the which at least ended in a lathi charge, and also water cannons and tear gas has been used against the KSU activists. 6 KSU activists were injured and nearly 30 KSU activists have been detained. Remember, today the Secretariat witnessed unruly scenes where the police had to use force and forcefully remove the KSU activists who were sitting on the road, on the main road, protesting against the union government. Now the situation has come under control, but we can expect that the Congress youth wing is planning to hold more such protests in the coming days.
Right, so are you saying that the Congress's youth wing is likely to hold protests in the coming days as well? And this protest also, I believe, was held by the Congress Kerala Student Union, right?
Also called as the KSU, has held the protest today. It happened at around 11:30 and it went on for at least 1.5 hours, causing a major problem, especially concern for the police, because the police, the number of policemen were outnumbered by the KSU activists. There were at least 100 to 150 KSU activists, and there were totally 30 to 35 policemen, and that is the reason why they were not able to control the crowd. Initially, 2 or 3 KSU activists threw stones at the police, and that is why they were forced to use tear gas and water cannons. Finally, they were not able to control the crowd, and then they were forced to resort to lathi charge, which actually led to the protest getting even more intensifying. And finally, they had to detain all the 30 KSU activists, and we understand that more such protests will be happening in the coming days.
All right, protesters have been detained. Police had to resort to lathi charge. Of course, dramatic protests after Vijayan questioned the changes which were made in the NCERT textbooks. Vivek, thank you for joining us with all these details. With that, we'll step into a short commercial break. News and updates on the other side. Don't go